Good evening, everybody.
Welcome. Hello. My name is Audra Anderson, and I am the Senior Coordinator for Next Generation Scholars in Kent County. So I am so excited. First thing, I feel like I keep saying this to everybody, just wow, like the opportunity to be here all together in person, celebrating our students. Last year, this event was virtual, and it was just not the best, right? It was kind of sad that we were able to be all together to celebrate. So I'm so glad that you are here to celebrate your students, to celebrate our community. So welcome and thank you. So the Next Generation Scholars program was officially founded in 2016 with House Bill 1403. That allowed nonprofits like Maryland Business Roundtable for Education, who I work for, to provide enhanced career and college awareness and counseling for students in specific districts. So we are here to have this program in Kent. This program also exists in Allegheny, in Caroline, Dorchester, and Wycomico. We are hopeful to expand this program to even more districts after we've had 5 really successful years with the program. So we are in year 5. I started with students, the current seniors. I was with them in 8th grade. So came into the middle school, met all these students in 8th grade. Our very first graduating class was actually last year, the class of 2021. So we're very excited to have another successful class. We're really excited for the future of the program. Really awesome this past year, the program actually became a budget line item for the state. So we are going to be funded for years to come, which is amazing. It's just been such a great opportunity to connect with students, connect with the community, to offer college and career awareness and programming. Just to give you an overview of this past year, which was phenomenal, again, after 2 years of not being able to do very many in-person events. We traveled to Stevenson University, took a group of students there. We went to Morgan State University. We went to Towson University. And when we take students to those campuses, it's not just a typical tour, listen to somebody talk, go home. We explore. We get hands-on. We meet with students. We meet with professors. We got to be in the planetarium. Got to see an art show. So we try to take it to the next level for our students. We really want them to get a sense of what is it like to be on a college campus? Is it for me? Is it something that I want to pursue? But really, not every student is going to pursue college. So we also have a program called Career Tours. So this year we visited 4 Kent County businesses to give students an idea of what exists in your backyard. What programs exist right here that will hire out of high school, that will hire once you get an associate's degree or a bachelor's degree. So we got to tour a few businesses in the fall with our 10th graders who were welcomed into the program for the first year this year. We also do a mock interview program. So for 11th grade students, we build resumes. We help them figure out what is your presentation look like for yourself. And then we invite local business volunteers to come and actually do a mock interview. So to simulate that interview environment, to give students an opportunity to figure out what questions will be asked, what am I going to be expected to say about myself, what does that interview environment really look like. So those are just a few of our different programs. We also partner with the school for things like we did MPAC Week in the fall, which is a Maryland College Application Campaign. So we brought in different colleges from the state of Maryland to host sessions and meet with students and have an opportunity for students to get to know what colleges exist in the state of Maryland. And I do encourage students, if they're going to apply to college, to at least apply to one Maryland school just to give yourself that option. We also participated in a military that high school hosted. So we have several students that are going to take that option as their next step. But really we're here just to make sure that you have a next step, that you know all of the options and opportunities that exist and you're able to make the best next step for you. And with that, I'm going to introduce a very important guest tonight. So way back in 8th grade, and Miss Anderson's going to do her best not to cry tonight. Way back in 8th grade, I met this gentleman, Ronald Parker, when I visited social studies classes. So one of the things that we do, we will visit classes. So even if you're not in the Next Generation Scholars program, you get our program. Because we're going to come into your social studies classes, or your English classes with volunteers and host different learning sessions like financial literacy. We do the Maryland Scholars Program, which helps you figure out what's your next step. And I met Ronald Parker, and he asked me a very, he's gonna hate me for saying this, he asked me a very important question. He said, but Miss Anderson, it's great to meet you, but why would people care? You know, coming from Kent County, people aren't gonna care about me. And I said, oh, we have a lot of work to do, don't we? So from that moment, I invited Ronald to be part of our brand new Student Ambassador program, to ask those kinds of questions, to have those kinds of conversations with people outside of the county and outside of the district. So that's part of our Maryland Student Ambassador program. And Ronald was the very, very first Student Ambassador for Kent County. So I'm going to ask him to share a few words about his experience with you all tonight. So Ronald.
Just adjust it as you need.
Good evening, everybody. Let me apologize in advance that I might look down a couple of times or stutter, might choke it. Anyway, my name is Ronald Parker. I am the Maryland Business Roundtable for Education Ambassador for Kent County. I've been in this position for 5 years, since the 8th grade, and being an ambassador has been a life-changing experience, from meeting a whole bunch of different people to finding out the importance of networking. I've also met with the Maryland State Superintendent of Schools, a professional in the National Security Agency, legislators, and a variety of entrepreneurs. I remember my first public speaking opportunity from MBRT ambassadors. I was invited to the hospital auxiliary group to present about MBRT and next generation scholars as a whole. I got to be a voice for the students and share my perspectives with members of the community. I was nervous at first, like I am now, but also I got to talk about the program and how I saw positive reactions from the group. It made me feel at ease and think positive. Another memorable moment as MBRT ambassadors was when I got to speak in front of the NGS partners, legislators, and the Maryland State Superintendent of the Schools. I kept thinking, don't embarrass myself in front of Miss Anderson. I wanted to do a good job representing Kent County, in which I thought I did. I gave a testimony about the NGS program and the MBRT Ambassadors program. It makes a difference for legislators and state leaders to see the faces of students and hear about their opinions as a whole. MBRT ambassadors are representatives of their districts. We talk about important issues in our schools and the state. We are the voice of students to MBRT and their business partners. We connect with students in other districts to share information and brainstorm ideas for the future. And this isn't part of my thing, but like as a whole, being an ambassador, you have to stand out as a whole. And that's why these next two fine ladies are the perfect fit, because I see them and they see the world as a different place as I do. And I can feel like they're gonna spread their name around Kent County as I have. To Jada and Amaya, I wish you the best of luck here, and your strong voices will press out even from Kent County to QA to maybe the state of Maryland by itself. And I hope you take all the things to heart when it comes to networking, meeting new friends, meeting new people as a whole. And you're gonna have some rough times and people that don't like you, but that's just life. Now presenting Jada and Amaya.
He doesn't know I'm doing this, but before you go, Ronald, we have to commemorate your time as MBRT Student Ambassador with this plaque. So please accept this plaque for your work as our Student Ambassador. Yay. This program literally started with him, so it would not be where it is without him. So we're very fortunate. And now we're very excited for our next set of ambassadors. We have Jada and Amaya.
Thank you, Ronald. We're excited to represent Kent County as the new MBRT ambassadors. Friends, classmates, and families, welcome. We are glad you're here this evening for our awards program. Students have worked hard this year, and we are ready to come together and celebrate.
One of our roles as student ambassadors is to build relationships and enhance our networks.
For students at KCHS and beyond, an important part of building relationships involves reaching out and reaching back to help Kent County community. Our next presenter is Darius Johnson, KCHS Class of 2011 and MBRT volunteer. In his current role as ACE Mentor Program Northeast Regional Director, Darius is no stranger to making connections and building relationships. We are fortunate to have him in our corner at Kent County High School. He has visited classrooms, conducted mock interviews, and hosted workshops for our students. A proud KCHS Class of 2011 alumnus, Darius Johnson has made it a personal mission to give back to his alma mater. Darius attended Washington College with the Vincent Hinson Scholarship. Over the course of Darius's professional career, he has served as the Executive Director of Kent Attainable Housing, Communications Manager at Eastern Shore Land Conservancy, a Global Business Analyst, and a Development Data Specialist. In addition to his current role as ACE Mentor Program Northeast Regional Director, Darius also continues to work with his father's company, Johnson Concrete. Please join me in welcoming Darius Johnson.
Good evening, everybody. Just 1 second. I'm like Ronald, I'm gonna be looking down a little bit during mine too. All right. So first and foremost, I just gotta say it's a blessing to be here tonight. It's a blessing to be here the past few years of COVID and being isolated in our homes, not being able to see people, and to finally be back in front of this everybody, mixing and mingling, celebrating all of your success and all the hard work that Next Gen Scholars have done over the last several years and all the work you're gonna do in the future. So personally, I'm grateful to be here. I was here, I guess, 3 years ago, also as a keynote speaker. So I'm glad to be back and just seeing this auditorium, with way more people filled in these seats than it was a few years ago. And that's truly a testament of the organization and just all the work that's been put into it and all the hard work of the students and, all the support for everything that you're going to do in the future. That's a blessing in itself. And I'm grateful to be here as a keynote speaker for tonight. So really, I don't know how long this is going to take. I didn't really practice this too much. I've rewritten it a couple times, changed direction. But what I really want to do is use this time to share a little bit about the significance of writing your own story, specifically to create what your version is of a happy, successful, and fulfilling life. Now, when I say write your own story, I mean literally write down what you want to do in life. Write down what you want to experience, what you want to accomplish, and when you want those things to happen, and how you're going to make choices in life that lets you fully explore how your written story can unfold. But also, and most importantly, be willing to be vulnerable and flexible to handle life's unexpected events with humility and grace, because those unexpected events are going to come. My story started here in Kent County, and like you, I'm a product of Kent County Public Schools, and I'm proud of it. I graduated in 2011, and in addition to gaining my diploma, I gained lifelong friendships with people who I love like family. I gained lifelong mentors and the teachers who I still see and talk to this day. And I gained powerful memories, bad and good, that I can draw upon when I need inspiration, a laugh, or when I'm just thinking about those who influence who I am today. As I thought about what I wanted to say to you all today, I actually had memories of someone who was influential in my life and I was in high school. And that is my friend Aubrey Hicks. She was a blonde, bubbly, sharp girl from Rock Hall who was quick to tell it like it was, funny as heck, and who had a way of connecting with literally everyone. Her life's passion was to save the honeybees, and she was going to do it. She had it all figured out and mapped out as a high school student. And really, she was ahead of her time because none of us at that time were thinking about honeybees and what they meant to the environment and how that relates to the climate issues that we're seeing today. But she did. However, despite having it all figured out, Aubrey tragically passed away in a car accident in the summer before our senior year. I still remember the day. 3 cars of our friend group were driving to Buffalo Wild Wings in Middletown for another friend's birthday. I can still see images in my head, vividly in my mind as I think about it right now. It was terrible. We didn't know if she would make it or if the other passenger named Gunnar would make it. And another friend who was a volunteer firefighter showed up on site to help with the wreck, but he was really torn too. We all stuck around for hours, hoping for some good news, not knowing what to do, until we eventually went our separate ways, hoping that we would hear something positive by the night's end. Not long after I got home, my best friend Sylvester called me and told me that Aubrey didn't make it. And I broke down. I thought about how her life was tragically cut short. I thought about her family. I thought about everything you can imagine as a 17-year-old who just experienced the loss of a young friend who had her whole life ahead of her. It was a confusing and vulnerable time that made us grow quickly. I think many of us are still affected, but there were two positives that came from that dark experience. One, it brought our entire class together. We all got extremely close, and Aubrey's radiant spirit is and always will be in each of us. It's clear today. Everyone, for the most part, were and still are friends today. I see everyone regularly showing love to each other on social media when we see each other out and about, and it's a beautiful thing. Our class even ended up creating a scholarship in our honor years ago, and it kind of, faltered a little bit. But last year, about 5 of us restarted it and raised a few thousand for a student interested in studying the environment like Aubrey would have. So that's our way of trying to keep Aubrey's legacy going. The second positive is the other passenger, Gunnar, survived. Unfortunately, he's likely affected for life because of his injuries, but that hasn't stopped him. He's continued to pursue his education, he's engaged to a woman he loves, and he shares his story with others. A few months ago, my wife and I, we met a waiter in St. Michael's who knew Gunnar from a class at Chesapeake College. It was random as heck, but he found out we were from Kent County. He's like, "Wait, do you know Gunnar?" And I was like, "Yeah, how do you know Gunnar?" And he was like, "Well, he's in my class," and he shared a story with us. And I was just amazed at just how he was able to bounce back from that. He was inspired by Gunnar's story, and I am too. I remember playing Pop Warner football with Gunnar when I was 10 years old on the defensive line. Him and I were in every play. And I would never imagine that his life would have turned out the way it did. But I'm glad that he's taking control of it and is making something of it despite the tragedy that he went through. The thing about both examples is, on one hand, you have a person who had her life plans figured out at a young age, but she never got to pursue them. She never got to fulfill the story that she wrote for herself. On the other hand, you have someone who many may have counted out. He may have counted himself out at many points in his time, but he took control and decided to write his own story rather than let his tragedy or other people write his story for him. So with this in mind, know that in your life, people will write you off, whether that be out of jealousy or out of lack of understanding about your success or where you're going in life. Trust me, it will happen at every step of your life, no matter what. People will even write themselves off by letting their fears, pains, doubts, and traumas hold them back. And none of these feelings will ever go away. They have a knack for maintaining a presence in our life, and they often come where things are going real good. But experiencing them is part of being a human and growing up. Tying this all back to me, I wrote my way to where I am today and to each of the successes and accomplishments that I've had throughout my career in life. The scholarship essays, the college applications, cover letters and resumes for my jobs, plans and visions for my future, I wrote all that down, mapped it out. I didn't know how exactly I would fulfill everything that I envisioned, but I wouldn't have a chance if I didn't have end goals in mind, so I wrote them down and pursued them. And I prayed on them, and I had faith that they'd manifest in the way that it was meant to. I even wrote down that I was going to live my life to the fullest for people like Aubrey who weren't able to live their life. This all has kept me going when people wrote me off, or whenever I wrote myself off with my own self-doubts, fears, self-consciousness. Despite it all, I've always had a vision of something better ahead, and it's kept me going. It's important for you to have that same thing too. So remember, no matter what, you're in control of your life story, and you can't let anyone or anything write it differently than you would. Every moment that you breathe is a moment that you control. That's a message to remember. The question you need to ask yourself, however, is that with all that control and with the time that you have on this earth, what story will you write for yourself? Like the name says of this program, of this organization that you're a part of, y'all are the next gen. I've had the pleasure of seeing many of you progress over the last several years that I've been working with Andrea to create programs and opportunities to connect with each of you. You all have a ton of potential, and you should be proud of what you accomplished so far. Now, it's your turn to write stories and create legacies that will inspire those who will follow behind you. That's what keeps our Kent County community going. And on that note about Kent County, make sure that you always write Kent County into your story. Some people are quick to write it out and forget about it when they move away. But in actuality, it's your success that creates a better narrative and perception from this place that we all have roots from. Don't forget about Kent County when y'all are all doing great things, because it surely won't forget about you. So with that said, thank you for letting me speak this evening. This opportunity gives me life. I appreciate you all. Much love.
So Darius is kind of what we call a super volunteer. Anytime I need something, I call him up and I say, hey, what are you doing on this date? He's like, guess I'm doing something for you. Every single thing from day one. He has come into classrooms for classroom sessions. He has hosted mock interviews. He came with us when we went to Bowie State University and hosted a STEM challenge. Anything and everything, he's always been there. So we are very pleased for him to receive the very, very, very first Volunteer of the Year for Kent County. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much.
Thank you. Yes, oh my gosh, I love it. It's so great to give back, and it's important to remember where you're from, right? Important to remember where you're from, and we just love that notion of wanting to come back and make it a better place. So we always thank Darius for all of his work. So, okay, now we are moving on to the presentation of awards so we can celebrate everybody in this room. So exciting. So with that, I'm going to call Mayana Moore up to the stage. Come on, Mayana. So she's going to be our senior speaker representative for our awards. So go ahead.
Welcome. I've been a part of the Next Generation Scholars Program since 8th grade. I've been able to take advantage of all the programming, like meeting with Ms. Anderson, visiting career sites, and visiting colleges. One of our first college trips was to UMBC. From the moment I walked on that campus, I knew it's where I wanted to attend. I maintained this interest in UMBC, and when it came time to apply at the College Boot Camp program, I submitted an early application. I am pleased to say that I will be attending UMBC this fall. I'm grateful to NGS for the introduction to UMBC and for the assistance with the applying for grants and scholarships. I have received a generous state grant of $20,000 to attend UMBC. I'm excited most to meet my roommate, join clubs, and explore the campus. I encourage sophomores and juniors to take advantage of the NGS programming and attend to college visits. You never know, you could meet your soulmate college.
I love that story so much. I'm so glad you shared, Mayana. Thank you. I remember visiting UMBC, one of our very first trips with all these 8th graders, and it was just it left an impression. And I think her mom can agree she's been ready to go since that day, right? She packed. Where are you? I can't see your face. You're somewhere in here, but I know she was packed. She was ready to go, right? She's ready to go now. So she mentioned the Next Generation Scholars Grant. So one of the reasons that the program was founded originally was to make use of state grants that the that the state of Maryland allows for students to attend Maryland schools. So it's called the Guaranteed Access Grant, but because of Next Generation Scholars and all of the work that we have done, we've rebranded it to become the Next Generation Scholars Grant. And I am so pleased to say that this class, the class of 2022, has received $700,000 in Next Gen grants, right? So exciting. This truly, about 90% of Next Gen students applied to a Maryland college, so they got that opportunity. So with the grant, you can only use it in a Maryland college, and we have several that will be going to Maryland schools. So they can use it at Chesapeake, they can use it at UMBC, Washington College, any of those different colleges or universities. So we're just so excited. We've come so far. I think the first year of the program, we might have had 3 or 4 students that received it, and this year it's like 27. So very, very, very excited about that. So with the program, we have the opportunity not only to work with Next Gen Scholars, but also with the whole Kent County High School student body. So I will go into classrooms and do presentations and meet with all students. And as a result of that, we actually have some students who have been really helpful to the program. Even though they're not technically part of the program, we sort of treat them like they are. So I really want to highlight 3 particular individuals for all of their help with the Next Gen Scholars programming from kind of the outside looking in. So I know Andrea is up here. Come on up here, Andrea. Andrea Espinal, Naya Fisher, and Faith Riley. Are y'all here?
Yeah, she's Andrea.
Come on up here. Can you bring me those boxes? You know, and since you're a volunteer, can you go grab those boxes? No, I was kidding. She'll bring them over. Thank you. So it really takes a village. It really does for all the programming. Everything that you see tonight has been the work and the handiwork of students, truthfully. So I'm very excited to present these volunteer awards to Andrea, Faith, and Naya. Can I thank you? Thank you. And here you go. Thank you. Love it. I love it. Okay. So great. It's so great. It's a great day to be a Trojan. Right? All right. So we are now going to move on to our achievement certificates. So with that, Jody, will you please join me over here? This is Jody Novak. She is yes, right? Another Jovac. So she is the very first MBRT student intern. She's going to tell you all about that, but she's a senior member of Next Generation Scholars, so she is going to talk to you about the achievement certificates, what those are. Yeah.
MBRT achievement goals are set at the beginning of each year. This year, we asked NGS students to set these goals: obtain a 2.5 or better GPA, keep on good behavior with no referrals, and have a 94% overall attendance. This year, 84 Kent and NGS students met these goals. In honor of reaching these goals, we'd like to present them with a certificate of achievement. To start with the seniors, I welcome Tyler Wright.
I have the honor of sharing the achievements of my peers, the senior class. As I call your name, make your way toward the stage to receive your certificate. Please stay until all names have been read so we can take a picture. Aaron Ashley. Destiny Brown. Crystal Covey. Jack Cullen.
Yeah.
Parker Dalrymple. Yahir Fernandez Ochoa. Alana Fithian Wilson. Hayden Hinefield. Tyshay Johnson.
Chloe Massey. Mayana Moore. Natalia Nava Lopez. Jody Novak. Lausie Ortiz. Ronald Parker. Lorelai Patillo. Lexus Pritchett. Nasir Reed. Antoine Reed. Jay Reed. Giovanni Reyes Ochoa. Asia Rochester Bailey. Ashlyn Rodriguez. Kane Schultz. Lexi Sullivan. Harley Sutton. Tabitha Timmons. Jose Vela. And myself, Tyler Wright. Congratulations, seniors. Now here's Alana with the junior class recipients.
Good evening. I'm honored to share the achievements of the junior class. As a senior, I remember how tough junior year was, so these students should feel proud of their achievements. As I call your name, make your way towards the stage to receive your certificate. Please stay until all names have been read so we can take a picture. Bree Cummings. Chloe Deerking. Gabriella Adeline Pape. Zoe Eisenhart. Lacey Irvin. Jessica Frank. Matthew Fries. Madison Gagowski. Luis Gonzalez Bautista. Brian Hernandez. Keandra Hinson. Delaney Jewell. Angel Yamas. Kendall McGinnis. Caitlin Price. Aurora Ramirez. Chastity Rodriguez. Liberty Sampson. Natalia Thomas. Brooklyn Usselton. William Vela Crisanto. Braden Wallace. Jalen Wine. Alicia Wilson.
Congratulations, juniors. Now here's Amaya Barrett to share the sophomore class recipients.
Good evening. I have the honor of sharing the achievements of my peers, the sophomore class. As I call your name, please make your way to the stage to receive your certificate. Please stay until all names have been called so we can take a picture. First is me, Amaya Barrett. Mikey Bernard. Emily Blust. Jillian Bonaz, Melissa Coleman, Molly Depp, Aiden Elgin, Brooklyn Gordon, Cameron Green, Kyle Harper, Jada Hofster, Nadia Johnson, Tayon Johnson, Alexa Kendall, Olivia Kendall, Melissa Landon, Tatiana Thomas, Grace Lindsay, Addison Linton, Casey Matthews, Rachel Mendoza Perez, McKenna Murnoff, Madison Messick, Gabriella Mincy, Cameron Murray, Ariel Purnell, Jessica Rosanova, Cameron Wiggins, Jada Wilson, and Quinara Yelody. Congratulations, sophomores.
Woohoo! Congratulations to all those students. So exciting. So when we first started doing what we call the ABC goals, achievement, behavior, and courses or grades, we had, I think, 32 students our first year that achieved. So to be able to have like 84, that's amazing. We're so excited for that. So exciting. Okay, so now I am super pleased to, oh, don't look at me like that. I'm super pleased. So last year, the class of 2021 was our first group of Next Generation Scholars graduates. And when they left, I said to them, you're not gone for long, you have to come back and help, right? So we asked students to come back. We actually did a couple of different presentations with sophomores, juniors, and seniors with our class of 2021 members. They came and spoke on a panel, they came into classrooms and did different like STEM kind of situations, and we're just so fortunate to have them still in our corner. So I'm really pleased to welcome to the stage Jordyn Cox-Pemberton, class of 2021, who has just completed her first year of college at Millersville. Welcome back.
All right, good evening. My name is Jordyn. I graduated last year with the class of 21, and I'm a part of Ms. Anderson's first graduates of Next Gen. First off, I'd like to congratulate each and every one of the students here today. You guys have done outstanding. Ms. Anderson's always telling me how wonderful you guys are. And also the grit through this past 3 years of COVID. This is something that, it's unseen, so congratulations. I have to admit, I did not think I'd be where I am today. Finishing my freshman year in college was not on my to-do list last year. As a freshman and a first-generation college student, I never saw the appeal of college. 12 years of school was hard enough. Now I have to go through 4 more, and I had to pay for it. But Ms. Anderson helped me see how college could help me excel in the engineering pathway, and so I applied. In high school, they tell you college is incredibly difficult. That if we think high school math is hard, just wait till you get into college. I'm here to tell you it's not as scary as it sounds. Sure, you gotta study a little more, and you don't have your parents to do your laundry, but that's about as scary as it gets. After finishing my freshman year of college, I picked up quite a bit of knowledge on all things college, and I thought I'd share a few tips with you. Number 1, talk to everyone. Reach out to the people in your class and always start group chats for everything. Every class, every group assignment, and even for the people in your dorm. I could not tell you how many times I've needed a phone charger or help on part of the homework, and someone in the group chat always comes in clutch. Number 2, take the time to study after each class, even just reading over the notes. Your mind is still fresh with information, and if you make a mistake, and you can fix it so easily. You don't want to be stuck not knowing if you can trust your own notes. Number 3, take mental health days. College professors are not as mean as people make them out to be. Most of them genuinely care about your success and well-being. Just email your professor, explain you're taking a mental health day, and as long as you get all your assignments done, they usually don't care if you miss class. Number 4, go out with your roommates. They're going to become your best friends. Get to know them early on and you won't be disappointed. They're going to be your family for an entire year, and if you like them, you'll have roommates for the next 4 years. And finally, number 5, take pictures of everything. Going out for ice cream? Take a picture. See a clown on campus? Take a picture. Eating dinner with some friends? Take a picture. College is such an experience, and you'll never know how much you wish you took a picture until the opportunity is gone. Now's the time to get ready for college. And for those who aren't interested in college, then now's the time to get ready to go out into the workforce. Last year, over the summer, I got to go to the Next Gen Next Level event with Mrs. Anderson and some of the other 2021 grads. It was a blast. The amount of useful information there surpasses anything you'll find in the high school. I'm sure Ms. Anderson is already recruiting some of you guys to be there, but seriously, seniors, make sure you take advantage of the Next Level program. It's June 21st this year at Johns Hopkins Applied Physics Lab. You'll get to connect with employers across the state as well as other students, and you'll get to attend sessions with experts on topics like College 101, how to save money, how to start a business, and much more. There's something for everyone at the Next Gen Next Level program, and all of the class of 22 students are invited, and I'll be there too. And just one more time, congratulations to everyone here tonight. I'm so excited to see what you all do once you graduate. As long as you stick with Mrs. Anderson, you're destined for great things. Good luck, everyone, and I hope to see you at the Next Level program.
It's such a good feeling to be able to have them come back and share, and it's so great. When I envisioned the start of this program, that is the thing that I focused on the most, was the students coming back to share their knowledge and to encourage you to take advantage of opportunities. So I'm so grateful that, Jordyn, you were able to be here tonight. Okay, so one of the things that we decided to do when we started this program was to offer special awards each year. So we have the achievement certificates, we set goals, and we want students to achieve those different goals. But we also have a couple of special awards. So I'm going to be announcing those now. First, we have our Rising Star Award. So this award recognizes one student in each grade, 10, 11, and 12, for outstanding achievements during the 2021-2022 school year. In addition to participation in Next Generation Scholars programming, this student has met all of their achievement, behavior, and course goals, and has also kind of set themselves apart in their class for the year. So, got the special plaque, so you ready? For 10th grade, I am pleased to share that the Rising Star Award goes to Cam Murray. And please don't go anywhere, we're gonna take a photo. Can you have her stand over here? Yeah. Our grade 11 Rising Star is Jalen Y. And our grade 12 Rising Star is Parker Dalrymple. I want to take a photo of these three real quick. Each of those students have participated in Next Gen programming and have set themselves apart, and I cannot wait to see their next chapters. I am here for it. I also have Shining Scholar Awards to give out. Now, this award recognizes, again, one student per grade for outstanding achievements during the 2021-22 school year. These students are highly engaged in the program and have met really high achieving goals. So for grade 10, I am pleased to announce the Shining Scholar is Grace Lindsay. For grade 11, I'm pleased to announce the Shining Scholar is Angel Yamas. And for grade 12, the only student to have won this award twice in the history of our Next Gen in all of our districts, grade 12 Rising or Shining Scholar is Alana Fithian Wilson. I am so pleased for all of these students and their journeys and their connection with the Next Generation Scholars Program, and these are your stars to watch. They're your stars to watch. Let me take a photo. I just love celebrating achievement, don't you? Yeah? Oh, who said no? What? You have the wrong awards. We're celebrating tonight. So when this program started, something that I did not anticipate happening was for student leaders to just emerge, to really set themselves apart, to stop and ask, hey, Ms. Anderson, do you need a hand with that? Can I help you with this program? Can we do something? So a year and a half ago, I sat down with Ronald, our MBRT student ambassador, and I said, what if we started a leaders program where we had certain students who've been really involved in the program who have set themselves apart, have been engaged in the program, and would be an example to other students. So the Next Gen Scholars Leaders Program was born, and we have our first group of leaders that are going to be sharing or passing the torch to our next group of leaders. And for us to have that happen, I'm going to invite Ashlyn Rodriguez to the stage to talk a little bit more about the program. You're fine. You got this.
Hi. Since the launch of MBRT Next Generation Scholars Program in 2018, a few students emerged as natural leaders. These students would ask questions, attend any and all available programming, meet regularly with Mrs. Anderson, and actively participate in classroom sessions. These students are identified as NGS Leaders. In addition to the regular meeting with Ms. Anderson and enjoying all the snacks in the NGS classroom, especially me, our roles include encouraging students to attend programs, networking with volunteers, and assisting with events. As the inaugural group of NGS Leaders graduate this year, we are excited to share the next generation of Next Gen Leaders. NGS Leaders, will you please join us up on the stage to present the pins? I'd like to invite the new group of NGS leaders to join us on the stage. Please join us on the stage if your name is called. Amaya Barrett. Jada Hawkster. Tatiana Thomas. Grace Lindsay. Angel Yamas. Gabby Mincy. Cameron Murray. Gabby Adeline Pape. Lacey Urban. Chastity Rodriguez. Jalen Y. And Alicia Wilson. Now each current NGS leader will offer a pin to the new group of NGS leaders. With this, we are passing the torch to the next leaders. Your role now is to serve. Come on. Your role now is to serve the Next Generation Scholars Program. Attend events, workshops, network with volunteers and guests, and stay active and connected. It is imperative that you also encourage your peers to continue their involvement in the program and work on their next steps after high school. Congratulations and good luck.
So exciting. So I look forward to working with you and you being part of this event like this next year. New leaders, congratulations. So as I said before, it really takes a village to get things done. It takes a lot of help. It takes staff, it takes students. And with our new MBRT student intern this year, Jody Novak, she wanted to take a moment and recognize some of those staff members that have really gone above and beyond for the help of our program. So this is actually her idea to add to our program, and she's going to be sharing some awards for some of our staff members. So Jody? I got it. You got this.
I don't. This year, I got to be the first MBRT Kent County student intern. In my role, I helped plan events like this one, assisted with completion of surveys and other NGS projects, and more. In my role, I connected with staff and teachers on a new level as I worked to complete projects for MBRT. I'd like to recognize a few KCHS staff members who went above and beyond in their positions to assist me in my role. As I call your name, please come to the stage. Okay. Miss Brown. Miss Clow. Mr. Nate Copper. Miss Jordyn Cox-Pemberton. Mr. Justin Jenkins. Miss Latoya Johnson. Mr. Brett King. Mr. Colin Kirby. Miss Jen Kudeb. Miss Cecilia Yamas. Mr. Brandon Myers. Mr. Aaron Pretlow. Mr. Rich Shaw. Miss Mariah Warren. Andrea. No. And we'd also like to give a special thank you to Miss Andra Anderson for all that she's done for us. Even though I'm not going to college, she's still helped a lot. Okay, that was my turn. I'm gonna cry.
She thinks she's so sly, but just you wait, I got one for you too. Jody Novak, will you please come over here and join me? I'm gonna be strong, I'm gonna do this. Our programming this year would not have happened without this individual. Truthfully, I'm trying. I'm going to be really good tonight. Jody has been more than a right-hand person for this program. She is there anticipating needs. We kind of joked, I think I joked even earlier today, that she's sort of just one of the staff. Like, she's here for everything. Anything that we need for any of our programming, she is around. And we have a couple of nicknames for Jody at Kent County High School. We call her I-95 because she walks really fast. You should see her, she's just buzzing around the building like, I gotta go grab something. And we also, I know that her future, we've had a lot of different ideas for what her future will be, but right now her idea is to become an event planner. And I don't know if I shared this with you, but at our last event, the College and Career Fair, which was huge, we had like 50 different vendors. A couple of people said to me, like, what's her role at the high school? They thought that she worked here because of how professional she was and how she was just there to anticipate people's needs. So I am very pleased to present the very first Honeybee Award, so we also call her a little bee because she buzzes around, to Miss Jody Novak. I've already told her she can't go too far. She has to come back and help with an event on June 7th after she graduates. She doesn't have a choice. I hope that you do. Oh my gosh, well, what a fun evening. I'm not a podium person. I like to walk around, if you haven't noticed.
What a fun evening. I'm so excited to be able to celebrate all of you. Let's give everybody another round of applause. All of the midnight phone calls of, Miss Anderson, I need to submit this application. This scholarship deadline is happening. Can we write this? Can we do this? It makes it all worth it to see all of you achieving great things and moving on to your next steps. I'm really excited for the seniors for the class of 2022. I cannot believe you are leaving us, but like Jordyn and Brandon and Cecilia have come back, you are required to come back and visit us, right? Come back, give back, all of those good things. So what's next for Next Gen? We have our next group of leaders. We don't stop. We don't stop in the summer. We have summer programming. So you might have seen in the little lobby as you came in, we offer great summer programs so that you can continue to be involved. For 10th grade students, we have Summer of Service, where we will work with Habitat for Humanity to help build houses. We're working with Shore Rivers, Lot Rider Farms, opportunities for you to get some service learning hours. And I will say, for those of you who are juniors, you are welcome to be part of it as well, because I know the last couple of years have been difficult to get some of your service learning hours. For 11th grade students, we offer a college boot camp program in the summer. We have 4 locations. We're going to be at Goucher, Coppin State, Salisbury University, and Washington College. The College Bootcamp Program, we will start your application. It is in early August. You'll be one of the first students to complete your application. You'll get to learn about how to pay for college. You'll get to create your state award account, which is how students got $700,000 in grants. That's the account you want to set up. And you'll get a sense of student life on those campuses. And then, as Jordyn had mentioned, for our seniors who are leaving us, we have one final hurrah for you, Next Gen, Next Level. A whole day of workshops at Johns Hopkins Applied Physics Lab, where you get to meet with experts. You'll get to talk with them about summer internships, about jobs. You'll get to talk with current college students about what it's like to go to college. You'll get to talk with financial experts about how to save money when you don't make any. Any parents want to join in on that one? I love listening to that one. And also just some life hacks. So we have a lot of different summer opportunities, and we will just continue to grow on our programming for next year. So if you are interested in any of those, the information is out in the lobby. I thank you so much for being here, for our students, for celebrating. Please take some refreshments with you. Please stay and look at all the photographs. We have some photographs of the seniors when they were in 8th grade out there, which are so fun to look at. And I just really appreciate you for being here tonight. So thank you so much.
I'm good.
It's not part of the
I know, right?